Welcome back to my channel, guys, from Jose Serrano Special Vehicles. This video I want to talk about the exercise of mine. I work every single time on my arm muscles, legs muscles, abs, the back, the chest, and biceps. Maybe the deadlifts is so fun, and now I'm being energizing and strong and enough. From right side, how to work on the abs, legs, and the stomach muscles. Let's just check it out and see how it works to my body.
So, what makes a hunk a hunk? Well, I normally walk like a winner. My middle name is Confidence, and let's admit it, big biceps are definitely important. If you look at yours and think, I've got confidence, I guess, no worries. Here's a set of exercises that can help you bulk up your biceps as you work out at home. Anyone who wants to have bulky arms must not only treat the biceps well, but also show the triceps some love. Your triceps muscles have 3 heads: the long head, the lateral head, and the medial head. When your triceps muscles are too tight, it limits your strength, power, and mobility. As you exercise, you should give all those muscles a good stretch. So, let's start with that. Diamond push-up. Any push-up is good for your triceps, but the diamond close grip push-up variation is particularly challenging and effective. Start by putting your hands on the mat under your chest, just like in any push-up exercise. One major difference here is that you have to put your hands in a diamond shape. For that, spread your fingers and touch your thumbs and index fingers. With some imagination, it should look like a diamond between your hands. As for your legs, you can either keep them straight in a plank to make things harder, or keep your knees on the floor to make it somewhat easier. Keep your back flat, your hips up, and your arms tucked in close to the sides as you lower your body to the floor. The goal here is to touch the floor with your chin or chest. It sounds hard, but you'll get there with practice. Once you get down, press back up with your hands to repeat the exercise. Do a total of 4 sets of 12 to 15 repetitions and a 45-second rest between sets. This exercise helps you naturally extend your arms while straightening your elbows. Kickbacks. If you manage diamond push-ups, kickbacks are going to seem like a piece of cake. Even though they're easier, they also work all 3 heads of the triceps. Start by setting your right foot on a step or a platform and rest your right forearm on the thigh. This will help you support your back. Take a weight with your left hand and pull the elbow up. Stop at torso level and extend the arm behind you. This is when you'll feel the triceps contractions. Put your forearm down at 90 degrees. One set of this exercise consists of 12 repetitions, and you should do 1 to 3 sets for an effective workout. It's important that you keep the upper arm immobile during the exercise to get the full effect of the extension. If it seems too hard not to strain your elbow, try a lighter weight. Chair dips. Chair dips are an easier alternative to the regular dips you do at the gym. As you can see from the name, all the equipment you need for this is a chair. Dips let you work out targeted muscle groups, and as you lean on the chair, you put all the tension on the arms. Sit on a chair with your hands outside of the hips. Lift your body using your hand power, and then lower down, bending the elbows until they're at 90 degrees. Your elbows should point behind you, and your shoulders should be down, away from your ears. You can either bend your knees to make things easier or extend them out for more of a challenge. It's important that you keep your hips close to the chair so you don't strain your shoulders. Do 12 repetitions and 1 to 3 sets, depending on how you feel. If your shoulders start aching, stop immediately. Close grip bench press. The close grip bench press is a pretty unique exercise because it helps you build both muscle bulk and strength at the same time. Take a barbell and lie down on a bench or step, holding it with your hands shoulder width apart. Bend the elbows and hold the barbell over the rib cage. Your goal is to press the barbell straight up, feeling the triceps contractions. After 12 repetitions, take a rest for 45 seconds, then do 2 more sets. It's important to give yourself a good break between exercises when you're trying to increase muscular strength. But as you're working to increase arm size, don't rest too much. An interval of 45 seconds is what you need to drive more blood into your muscles. Okay, now, enough for your triceps. Let's give your biceps some attention. These muscles have 2 heads, one short and one long. The long head is more on the outside, and the short head is located on the inside. Another muscle you shouldn't ignore is the brachialis. You can find it under the long head of the biceps, and when you give it some attention, it can push the biceps and make your arm look wider. Here are some exercises that target both the biceps and the brachialis. Inverted row. You can do this exercise pretty much anywhere. All you need is something to grab onto. Lie flat on the ground and get a grip on a sturdy chair, a coffee table, or some other object within your reach. As you grab onto its edge with your hands, try to lift the upper part of your body off the ground. Hold on like that for a few seconds and then lower back to the floor. Since you aren't using weights for this exercise, make it effective with multiple repetitions. If you're doing everything correctly, you'll feel your biceps working. Do 3 sets of 12 repetitions or more if you can, with short breaks in between. Arm rotations. This might sound too simple and basically useless, but that's wrong. Making circles with your arms, first small, then bigger every time, is a good way to build your biceps, triceps, and shoulders. Just like with the inverted row, the secret here is repetition. You'll start feeling some serious strain in your muscles after 2 to 3 minutes of making circles in each direction. And if you want to make things even harder, add a resistance band. Towel bicep curls. As the name suggests, you'll need a towel for this exercise, and also a heavy bag, so you can do it at home, work, or in a hotel room while traveling. Get a towel and slip it through the top of your bag or backpack. Grab it with your hands on both ends and lift it. Stuff your bag or backpack with something heavy for extra resistance. So, do you know any other effective biceps and triceps exercises? Let me know down in the comments. If you learned something new today, then give this video a like and share it with a friend. But hey, don't go anywhere just yet. We have over 2,000 cool videos for you to check out. All you have to do is pick the left or right video, click on it, and enjoy.
What's the secret to looking buff and strong? I guess a broad muscular chest, massive arms, and a popping six-pack, right? But you can't forget about leg day. Come on, guys. You don't want to look like you're walking around on toothpicks. Forget the gym and just give this quick at-home leg building workout a try. Starting with number 1, walking lunges. Take a big step forward on your right foot. While doing that, bend your left leg so that your knee almost touches the floor. Then, with the help of your right leg, move your body into the next lunge. This time, your left leg should be in front of you, and your right leg will bend toward the floor. Do 3 sets of walking lunges with 12 reps each, and remember to take a 30-second rest after each set. When doing this exercise, the muscles in the front of your leg work the most, since they have to move your whole body up and forward. This not only strengthens all the leg muscles, but also improves your balance and stability. Number 2, regular squats. Stand straight with your legs shoulder width apart and your feet parallel to each other. Bend your knees to slowly lower your body toward the ground. Imagine you're about to sit down in an invisible chair. Go as far down as you can with your elbows touching your knees. Keep your chest and head upright and make sure your knees don't go beyond your toes. Stay in this position for 3 to 5 seconds. Then stand back up by pressing through your heels. Most of all, squats work your calves, hamstrings, and quadriceps, but they're also pretty effective for building up your abs and strengthening your lower back and glutes. Besides, they're a great way to burn tons of calories really fast, maintain your health, and improve your lung capacity. Do 3 sets of 12 reps each, but no rest in between. You should immediately move to the next exercise, which is Number 3, squat jumps. Squat down like you did in that last exercise by lowering your body so that your thighs are parallel to the ground. Stay in this position for at least 3 seconds, but this time you'll launch yourself upward from the squat. When you jump in the air, lift your arms up over your head, return to the squat position, then jump again. And, sorry, no breaks between the jumps. 3 sets of 12 will be perfect for this one too, and feel free to take a 30-second break to rest between sets. This exercise helps tone your calves, quads, and hammies. Ham. As well as your glutes and core muscles. It's also cool in that it involves the arms a little more than traditional squats, and definitely a lot more cardio. Number 4, split squats. For this exercise, you can use any suitable surface, a sofa, chair, your bed. The main thing is that it's stable enough to hold some of your weight and won't fall over as you're doing the exercise. Stand with your back to the piece of furniture of your choice and rest your right foot on it, laces down. Slowly squat down with your left leg until your right knee almost touches the floor. Hold it there for 3 seconds. Whoa, try to keep your balance. Then, with the strength of your left leg, stand back up. Do 3 sets of 12 reps on each leg, with no rest when you change legs. A 30-second break between sets is okay, and probably much needed. This is a great lower body exercise since squatting deeply with just one leg really targets the stabilizer muscles and, as a bonus, improves your balance. Also, feel free to hold a dumbbell in each hand if you want to take this one up a step. Number 5, squat pulses. Get into the starting position for a squat. Feet shoulder width apart, pointing ahead, and all that jazz. Again, go down into a squat until your thighs are parallel to the floor. But this time, when you hit the lowest point in your squat, do a few pulses by moving your hips up and down for about 5 seconds. Then return to the starting position. The trick is that when you do the pulses, you constantly engage and stimulate your leg muscles. Plus, you can hold the movement longer and tire your muscles in a different way than when you do just a standard squat. Shoot to do this exercise for 1 minute straight and take a 30-second break before moving on to Number 6, elevated calf raises. Yes, let's give those thighs a breather and work on your calves. Stand on a fitness block with your heels hanging off. If you have a staircase, the first step will do too. If it's hard to keep your balance, hold on to something like a nearby wall for support. Lift your heels so that all your body weight is put on the balls of your feet. Then lower your heels toward the floor as much as you can so that you feel a nice stretch in your calves. Do 3 sets of 12 reps with a 30-second break between sets. As always, a dumbbell in your free hand will take things up a notch, which is an especially useful trick once you've built up so much strength that your body weight is no longer enough. This exercise will have your calves looking bigger, stronger, and more defined. Plus, it increases your ankle strength, so you won't be as prone to spraining or twisting them. Number 7, lunge jumps. Start by standing with your right leg forward and your arms crossed over your chest. Bend your knees and lower your body into a deep lunge. Your left knee should almost brush the floor. Then, like a spring, jump into the air, fully extending your legs. While you're midair, switch legs, bringing your left leg forward and your right leg back. Land in a lunge and, without a break, launch your body up into the next jump. Lunge jumps develop your lower body strength and endurance by targeting the quadriceps, hamstrings, calves, glutes, and hip flexors. Besides, it's a perfect cardio exercise, and it stabilizes your core, improves your coordination, and builds ankle stability. Do this exercise for 1 minute if you can. Then go straight to number 8, step-ups. For this exercise, you'll need a bench, an aerobic step, or anything sturdy enough and about knee-high. Stand in front of the platform you've chosen with your feet parallel and shoulder width apart from each other. Put your right foot on the platform, and by pushing through this foot, propel your body into the air until your left foot ends up next to your right one. Pause for a couple of seconds. Then lower first your left leg and then your right one back to the floor. This exercise works pretty much every muscle in your legs, as well as your glutes for an added bonus. Can't have strong, muscular legs under a flat tush now. Do 3 sets of the exercise with 12 reps for each leg. Remember to complete the reps on one leg before moving to the other. Don't take a break when you switch legs, but feel free to rest for half a minute between sets. You should also know that this exercise can be a bit tough on the knees, so be sure to do everything slowly and controlled. Number 9, single leg bridge. Lie down on the floor with your arms by your sides, your legs bent to the knee, and feet flat on the floor. Now, lift your right leg into the air. Keep that knee bent slightly. Tighten your core and glute muscles, and lift your hips off the floor so that your body forms a straight line from your shoulders to your left knee. Hold that position for a couple seconds. Then, without lowering your leg down, return to the starting position with your back on the floor. Don't switch to the right leg until you do all the reps for the left one, which will be 12. And, of course, 3 sets for each leg will do it. The single leg bridge is a great exercise to work all 3 glute muscles, train your hamstrings, and strengthen your lower back. If it seems too easy for you, do this exercise with a barbell or dumbbell lying securely across your hip bones. And make sure to avoid the most common mistakes people make while doing single leg bridges. First of all, don't arch your back when you lift your hips in the air. Otherwise, you can end up with a nasty back injury. Also, don't let your hips sag or rotate. Keep everything controlled and tight. You have to use your muscles for that. What exercises do you use to train your legs? Let me know down in the comments.
Muffin top, love handles, spare tire. However you refer to that stubborn fat that accumulates on your sides, belly, and lower back, there's one thing we can all agree on. It needs to go. So, how about a few simple at-home exercises to chisel your waistline in a week? Hey, try them out for yourself. Number 1, jumping burpees. Bend to the knees and put your hands on the ground. Then kick your feet back behind you so that you end up in a straight arm plank. After a moment, pull your feet back in towards your chest, quickly stand up, and immediately jump up while reaching your hands toward the ceiling and clap. Lower yourself back into the starting position and repeat from there. You see, burpees help get your blood flowing and your heart pumping in no time, making them an awesome warm-up exercise. On top of that, burpees provide you with a great full-body workout that targets not only your abs and obliques, that's the muscles on your sides where that fat is sitting, but also your arms, quadriceps, glutes, chest, and hamstrings. Do 3 sets with 15 reps each. 2, bicycle crunches. Lie down on your back and bend your legs so that your shins are parallel to the ground. Raise your chest up and lift your shoulders off the mat. Keep your hands behind your head with your elbows out. Move your bent leg right towards your chest and simultaneously straighten your left leg so that it's parallel to the floor. While doing that, move your left shoulder towards your right knee. Remember that your elbows should remain out to the sides. This way, your stomach, not your neck, will have to strain the most. This kind of crunch works the sides of your stomach and hips. Do 3 sets with 10 to 20 reps each. Number 3, kneeling vacuum. Kneel on the floor with your bum resting on your heels. Put your hands to the sides of your legs and pull your shoulders back. Now, imagine that you need to touch your spine with your belly button and suck your stomach in as far as possible. If you can't pull it in very far at first, don't sweat it. Your results will improve with time. Hold this position for 5 to 10 seconds if you've never done it before. Otherwise, you can hold your stomach in for 20 seconds. Some people don't breathe while doing this exercise, while others try not to interrupt their normal breathing. Choose whichever way is more comfortable for you, but don't relax your stomach muscles. This seemingly simple technique works like magic if you need to reduce your midsection, shrink your waistline, and carve your abdominal muscles. Repeat this exercise 5 times before taking a break. Number 4, side plank. Lie on your right side and lean on your elbow so that it's directly below your shoulder. Lift your hips and hold your weight on your right elbow and foot. If this is too hard for you at the beginning, bend your right leg and rest it on the floor while keeping your left leg straight. And finally, reach your left hand up toward the ceiling. Just like a traditional plank, this exercise works your stomach muscles, as well as your back, glutes, and core. But most of all, the side plank focuses more on the obliques, which is a surefire way to get rid of love handles. Try to hold this one for 15 to 60 seconds on each side. Do at least 3 reps. Number 5, swimmers. Lie down on your stomach with your arms stretched out in front of you and shoulder width apart. Your feet should be hip width apart on the mat. Tense your stomach muscles and lift your left arm and right leg up at the same time. Leave them in the air for 2 to 3 seconds, then lower them back to the ground. Do the same thing with your right arm and left leg in the air. Do 10 reps of 5 counts on each side. If you want to break a sweat and burn more fat, alternate your legs and arms quickly 20 times on each side without letting them touch the ground. This exercise will take care of any lower back fat. It sculpts your rear end as a bonus. Number 6, Russian twist. Sit down on the mat with your legs together and knees slightly bent. Lean your upper body back and hold your legs off the ground. You can bend your arms over your chest or hold them straight out in front of you, whichever you feel most comfortable doing at first. Now, slowly twist your torso and arms to the left side. Hold it there for 3 seconds and then return to the initial position. Repeat the movement on the other side. Do 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps each. By the way, if you do the Russian twist with some weight in your hands, be it a dumbbell or just a gallon of water, you'll burn calories and build muscle mass at a much faster rate. Number 7, wood choppers. Stand straight with your feet shoulder width apart and your core engaged. You'll need something with some weight to it to hold in your hands. Again, a medicine ball or a jug of water will do. Whatever it is, make sure you can get a good, safe grip on it. Now, twist your torso to the right and hold the weight above your right shoulder. Then, turn your body and squat down while bringing the weight to the outside of your left knee. Go back up to the right and repeat. Keep your eyes on the weight so that you don't lose your balance. Also, if you're a beginner, don't pick a heavy weight. Otherwise, it can lead to a bad rotator cuff injury. Do 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps on each side. Number 8, reverse crunches. Lie down on the ground, lift your legs in the air, and bend your knees at a 90-degree angle. Keep your abdominal muscles tight and place your hands on the floor right next to your hips. Engage your lower abs to pull your knees up toward your chest. At the top of the movement, raise your hips up in the air so that your lower back and buttocks come off the ground by a couple of inches. Pause at the top of the movement for a few seconds, and then slowly lower yourself back down to the starting position. Just like regular crunches, the reverse to your abs, but they especially hit your lower abdominal muscles. Do 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps each. Aim to do this workout 4 to 5 times a week. It's also a good idea to throw in some moderate intensity aerobic activities like swimming, jogging, or cycling. That'll really kick up the fat-burning process so that those love handles melt right off. And, of course, you'll need to change your diet a little if you don't want that fat coming right back or not leaving at all. First, cut down your calorie intake. 500 fewer calories a day means you'll start to lose about 1 to 2 pounds a week. Avoid eating processed and fried foods. It's usually high in added sugars, preservatives, and additives. You'll also want to stay away from the usual offenders: sweetened drinks, fast food, ready meals, junk food like cookies and chips, and fatty meat. Remember that high amounts of added sugar get stored exactly around your stomach, which means, yep, a spare tire. If you're cutting fatty meats like bacon and sausage, simply replace them with lean alternatives such as fish, chicken, turkey, and lean red meat. It's a good idea to replace foods rich in carbs with non-starchy veggies, such as cauliflower, celery, peppers, spinach, broccoli, tomatoes, and the like. And finally, drink more water. It'll help reduce your overall weight and calorie intake, so your love handles will shrink with time. So, good luck out there, and let me know if these exercises work for you. And if you know any other ways to deal with love handles, leave them down in the comments. Your favorite shirt feels a bit tight. Maybe you haven't been very active. Or maybe you've had a few hearty late-night snacks recently. Whatever the reason, now you have to deal with extra fat on your chest. Face it, it's time to hit the gym and try out these chest exercises. Now, there might be an underlying reason for excess fat in the chest area, but I'll get into that later. So, the easiest exercise that you can perform at home is push-ups. They target not only your chest muscles or pecs, but also triceps and shoulders, and they'll firm up your chest area. But there are many types of push-ups. You can choose the best ones depending on your overall physical shape and endurance, or just alternate them for each workout. Number 1, standard push-ups. Get in a rigid plank position on your toes with your arms fully extended, shoulders, elbows, and hands in line. Bend your elbows, breathing in, and lower your chest to just a bit below your bent elbows. Breathe out, push back up to the initial position. That's 1 rep. If you're a fitness beginner, do 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps and work your way up to 20 to 25 reps. We're going to use the same number of sets and reps for all types of push-ups. 2. Wide hands push-ups. All you have to do here is pretty much the same as the standard. The only difference is the position of your hands. Place your hands farther out to each side, wider than shoulder width. The bigger the distance between your hands, the more grueling and effective this exercise will be. Choose a distance that's comfortable for you and slowly work your way out farther. Hey, when was the last time you did push-ups? Tell me in the comments below. 3. Arrow push-ups. This type especially enhances the pecs. To perform it, get in a standard push-up position and tuck your elbows in about 45 degrees to get your body into an arrow shape. Now, continue by doing standard push-ups. 4. Clap push-ups. From the push-up position, start lowering your chest. After your chest gets slightly below your bent elbows, push upward with enough force for your hands to leave the floor and clap them below your chest. After the clap, land softly, good luck with that, bending your elbows and going straight into another one. After practicing this type for some time, you can try to use a more difficult variation. This time, you'll do the same exercise, but clap your hands behind your back. Don't forget to warm up your shoulders before doing it. 5. Chest tap push-ups. This one requires a good warm-up as well. From a standard push-up position, lower your body and then explode up in the air to tap your chest, placing your hands in an X shape. After that, quickly put your hands on the floor to lower down into the next push-up. If you really want to set your pecs on fire, try to double pat your chest. 6. Staggered arm push-ups. Get down in a standard push-up position, but place one hand higher than the other and a bit wider than shoulder width. Start lowering your torso as close to the ground as you can. Extend your arms to push upward and reverse your hand position for the next push-up. Don't forget to keep your body straight with your head, torso, and hips in line. 7. Decline push-up. For this one, you'll need a raised surface like a bench, medicine ball, sturdy box, or if you're a first-timer, a curb or step will do. The higher the surface, the more strenuous the exercise will be. Now, get in a standard push-up position, but place your feet on the elevation you've chosen. Keep your elbows at 45 degrees and continue, just like with regular push-ups. Don't forget about keeping your back and neck aligned the whole time. Use your glutes and core to help your spine stay straight. The first 3 types of push-ups are perfect for beginners. When you master all of them, you can start doing the rest. But, of course, push-ups aren't the only way to rid yourself of chest fat. Here are some other great gym exercises to speed up fat loss and give you a toned upper body. Dumbbell pullovers. Lay down your torso on the bench with only your shoulders on the surface. Your hips shouldn't touch the bench, and your legs should be bent with your feet firmly on the ground. Now, grasp the dumbbell with both hands and extend your arms fully over your chest. This is your initial position. Lower the weight slowly in an arc behind your head. When you feel a stretch in your pecs, bring the dumbbell back to the initial position. Do 3 to 5 sets of 8 to 12 reps. Incline dumbbell press. Lie down on an inclined bench set to 45 degrees. Hold a dumbbell in each hand and place your feet firmly on the ground. Brace your core and lift both dumbbells over your chest, fully extending your arms. Your arms should be perpendicular to the floor. The weights should almost touch each other at the top of the movement. Then lower them back to the top of your chest. Don't arch your back or cock your wrist backwards while holding the dumbbells during the exercise. Do 3 to 5 sets of 10 reps. Incline barbell bench press. Load the bar to an appropriate weight before starting. Don't try to lift the maximum you can the first time you try this exercise. Less is more, so choose the weights that are comfortable for you. Position yourself on an inclined bench set to 45 degrees. Now grab the bar with your palms facing away from you and remove it from the rack. Lift the weights above your chest with extended arms and then lower them slowly to chest level. Do 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps. Chest fly. Lie down on the ground and bend your knees, keeping your feet flat on the floor. Now take 2 small dumbbells and lift them straight over your chest. Then slightly bend your elbows and open your arms wide out to the side. After that, bring the dumbbells back together at the top, squeezing your chest. This exercise can also be done on a weight bench, which will allow you to go down just another inch or 2 for a greater challenge. Do 3 to 5 sets of 10 to 15 reps. Wall ball shots. Stand against the wall at arm's length, holding a medicine ball in both hands. Push your hips back, bending your knees, and squat as much as you can. From this position, come back up while throwing the medicine ball as high as you can against the wall. Then catch the ball as you lower for the next squat. Do this exercise for 60 seconds. Incline cable fly. Yeah, I'm not going to do that either. No, for this one, you'll need a high pulley machine. Place the pulleys in the highest position and set the desirable resistance. Standing in the middle of the cable stand, grab the pulleys and set one foot in front of the other with your knees slightly bent. Pull your arms down at an angle to meet in front of your body, slightly bending your elbows. After that, bring your arms back to the initial position until your upper arms are directly in line with the sides of your body. Do 3 to 5 sets of 10 to 20 reps. Dips. You'll need 2 dip bars for this exercise. Make sure they're parallel, fixed, and stable. Now bend your arms, lowering yourself and slightly leaning your torso forward. Stop lowering when your shoulders are below your elbows at the bottom. Then lift your body back up. While doing this exercise, make sure your wrists and forearms are in line with the bars to prevent any pain or injury. And while your body moves up and down, keep your forearms vertical. Do 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps. Doing a workout that consists of all these exercises, plus any type of push-ups 3 times a week, will make a noticeable difference. However, keep in mind that you can't just get rid of the fat in your chest without dropping fat from the rest of your body. So, to blast fat throughout your body faster and boost your metabolism, you should include cardio training as well, such as jumping rope, running at a moderate pace, using a stair-stepper machine, or an elliptical trainer. Sometimes, an enlarged chest on a man has nothing to do with not being active or poor diet choices. And what you believe to be fat might turn out to be an excessive amount of breast tissue. This could be a sign of a hormonal imbalance, when a man's body produces too much estrogen. So, before starting the workout, make sure to visit a doc to rule out any health conditions. Hey, if you learned something new today, then give this video a like and share.
Alright, some of these videos of like workout that works everything in my body, so I exercise 1 hour a day of a week, 6 days a week, except for Saturdays, so I rest on Saturdays. Fortunately, I'm gonna do some more workouts, and then I will be energized until I'm lucky. I'm such a nice kid in the world. Fortunately, I do not eat the burgers, pizzas, donuts, candies because they're disgusting and stop. I eat cereal multiple times. Cereal with milk is healthy for breakfast and dinner. Even the lunch, if I eat the pasta and with the spinach, is protein and healthy, also a grain. Maybe I should work out my body. My bicep is still strong. My abs is strong. Fortunately, I'm gonna find out how I go to the gym and I work out at the gym or at home. If it's tough, just change the exercise, whatever you want. Just enjoy. We'll see you next time from Jose Serrano Special Vehicles.